My name is Vrad Sirha, and I'm one of the co-directors this year of Ghungroo. Thank you. We just wanted to come on stage for a little bit and talk a little bit about what Ghungroo means to us and why we put on the show every year. I just want to talk a little bit about the sense of community it creates. I think that, oftentimes when we're at Harvard, we have competitive classes, competitive comps, and we're constantly comparing ourselves to our peers around us, even sometimes our closest friends. And oftentimes there's a lack of inclusive community spaces places in which people can just relax and have a good time. And for that, I know I personally had a difficult time adjusting when I first came here at Harvard. And I was so thankful that I found Ghungroo, the community it had, and being able to come here, practice dance, build a set, play music in a non-competitive space, and find what a lot of groups on this campus claim that they have. I find a true family here.
Hi, I'm Aditi Sundaram. I'm one of the other co-directors of Ghungroo this year. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. So I first saw Ghungroo as a pre-fresh and fell in love with it immediately, and it's been a dream of mine to direct the show since freshman year. Having been a student of Indian classical dance and music since I was 5, it's so beautiful for me to see 400 people here involved in South Asian arts, fusing the old with the new, the traditional with the modern, and I'm so glad that we get to share this with all of you today.
Hi guys, I'm Menaka Narayanan. I'm your third co-director. Hear the loud shouts coming from my parents' section. Like Aditi said, I and we all are so lucky to be directing this show this year. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this show, and I remember last week when we were kind of tearing our hair out, we were really stressed out about it. And one moment where I realized I really love Ghungroo was at the kind of the end of dress rehearsal, where kind of everything's going wrong or feels like it's going wrong, but then you just stop and see all of these people just having a blast with their friends on stage. And trust me, no one knows how to do Bhangra or Ras or any of this stuff when they come in. And by the time they get on stage, they look amazing. And I think it's one of those rare shows where the reason it's so good is just because everyone's having a lot of fun on stage. So I feel very lucky to be a part of it, and I'm so glad that you guys are all here to share it with us today.
And of course, it wasn't just us three that magically suddenly put this set together and everything came together. We had a lot of help from a lot of different people. First of all, we want to thank Liz, Tom, Dana, Jason, all people from the theater staff and ticketing and the OFA for helping us with production and building this set. I cannot tell you how much we had to learn. I remember I walked into the theater one day and 4 people had literally painted themselves into the corners of the stage, and I was like, God, we know nothing about this. So thank you so much for, walking us through the process and helping us put on this production.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my 2 co-directors, and I would also like to thank everyone who was involved with helping bring back all our lovely costumes from India. A huge shout out to Miranti, the backbone of the show in many ways, and to Ravi Uncle, our tailor, who has stitched the majority of the costumes that you see here today. I'd also like to thank our 2 lovely co-producers, Simi and Iman. I think the 5 of us started out as pretty good friends, but over the past year have truly become family. It's been such a pleasure and honor to work with them.
We'd also like to thank all of the past directors and producers before us. 30 years is really something, and the show would be nothing without years and years of effort. I'd also like to thank my lovely co-directors, without which I would still be sitting in the old hall wondering what I'm doing with my life. And finally, this would not be possible without our spectacular GTech and production team. we're lucky, the three of us and the producers, because we get to stand in front of the curtain and talk about why we love Ghungroo, but nothing would be happening without hours and hours of work from all of you guys, so thank you so much. Every single small dot on these signs did not paint themselves, and we appreciate your sassy replies to our emails and showing up to all the meetings and drinking our hot chocolate, and we could not have done this without you. So thank you. G what? G10! G what? G10! G what? G10! All right, let's take it back to Mukesh and Layla. Thank you.